Misterioso Jr. Misterioso Jr. Birthdate unknown is a Mexican luchador enmascarado, or masked professional wrestler, who is also referred to as Misterioso Roman II. Misterioso Jr. is the nephew of Misterioso, who wore a similar mask until losing it in 1997. Misterioso Jr. has mainly worked for the Mexican professional wrestling promotion Consejo Mundial de Lucha Libre CMLL throughout his career, where he won the 2006 Gran Alternativa tournament with Perro Aguayo Jr. Over the summer of 2009, Misterioso Jr. joined the wrestling group Poder Mexica. Professional wrestling career. The wrestler, who would later become known as Misterioso Jr., made his debut in 1995 under the ring name Super Spider, a masked look patterned after the comic book hero Spider-Man. He worked as Super Spider on the Mexican independent circuit from 1995 until 2003, where he changes his name to Misterioso Roman II and began teaming with his uncle Misterioso. He also began working for Consejo Mundial de Lucha Libre CMLL in the opening matches. Consejo Mundial de Lucha Libre. In 2004, Misterioso and Misterioso Roman II participated in the Gran Alternativa tournament, a tag team tournament where an experienced wrestler teams up with a novato rookie in a one-night tournament. The Misteriosos were eliminated in the first round by eventual winners Místico and El Hijo del Santo. Shortly after the Gran Alternativa, Misterioso's Roman II worked on the CMLL 71st anniversary show, teaming with Místico and Volador Jr. to defeat the team of Averno, Mephisto, and Olympico. Capping off his first full year in CMLL, Misterio Roman II participated in the annual Leyenda de Plata tournament, but did not make it past the qualifying Torneo Cibernetico match as he was eliminated by Super Crazy as the first man out. When the original Misterioso left CMLL, the promotion began billing Misterioso Roman II as Misterioso Jr., although they alternated between the names, not consistently using one or the other. In 2005, Misterioso Jr. once again competed in the Gran Alternativa, this time teaming with veteran Dr. Wagner Jr. The team defeated Piroff Jr. and Nitro in the first round, Universo 2000 and Dr. X in the second round, before losing to Atlantis and La Mascara in the finals of the tournament. He also competed in that year's Leyenda de Plata, but once again did not manage to get past the first round as he was eliminated by El Hijo del Santo. By the end of 2005, Misteriosos Jr. turned rudo, the Spanish term for heel or bad guy, after being a technico good guy for his entire career up until this point. Misterioso Jr. joined the Los Perros del Mal group as their youngest member, often teaming with El Terrible and El Texano Jr. For the 2006 Gran Alternativa, Misterioso Jr. teamed with Los Perros leader Perro Aguayo Jr. In the first round, they defeated Lizmark Jr. and Mascara Purpura. In the second round, they beat Hector Garza and Hombre Sin Nombre. Misterioso Jr. could not follow his Gran Alternativa success in that year's Leyenda de Plata tournament, as he once again did not make it past qualifying the Torneo Cibernetico. On March 30, 2007, Misterioso Jr. appeared on CMLL's Hombre das Leyendas show, teaming with Black Warrior and Tarzan Boy to defeat Leono, El Sagrado, and Volador Jr. in a six-man tag team match. Misterioso Jr. did not compete in the 2007 Gran Alternativa or Leyenda de Plata, keeping a low profile until appearing on the CMLL 74th anniversary show on September 29, 2007. On the night, Misterioso Jr., El Texano Jr., and Virus lost to Ultimo Dragon, La Mascara, and Volador Jr. On August 29, 2008, Misterioso Jr. teamed with La Peste Negra El Felino and Heavy Metal in the second match of CMLL's Sin Piedad pay-per-view, losing to El Hijo del Fantasma, La Mascara, and La Sombra. 2 days after Sin Piedad, Misterioso Jr. won his first championship When Perro Aguayo Jr. left CMLL, taking the Los Perros del Mal stable with him, Misterioso Jr. opted to stay with CMLL, transferring to Los Hijos del Averno, a group established to fill the void left by Los Perros del Mal. Poder Mexica. In early 2009, Black Warrior was suspended for a month, leaving his group Poder Mexica one man short for their six-man matches. Misterioso Jr. was chosen to fill the part, becoming an unofficial member of Poder Mexica, teaming with Sangre Azteca and Dragon Rojo Jr., helping them to defeat Hijo del Fantasma, Hector Garza, and La Mascara on the 2009 Homage dos Leyendas PPV. After Black Warrior's suspension was over, he took over from Misterioso Jr. for a while, but over the summer of 2009, Misterioso Jr. began teaming more with Poder Mexico than Black Warrior did. On August 18, 2009, Misterioso Jr. lost the Occident Light Heavyweight Championship to Mictlin. At the CMLL 76th anniversary show, Misterioso Jr. once again teamed with Poder Mexico, this time actually announced as a member Poder Mexica, in a loss to El Sagrado, Hijo del Fantasma, and Mascara Dorada. Shortly after the anniversary show, Sangre Azteca confirmed that Misterioso Jr. was indeed the newest member of Poder Mexica. On December 19, 2009, it was announced by the Comisión de Box y Lucha Libre Mexico DF that Poder Mexica had been stripped of the Mexican National Trio's title because Black Warrior had left CMLL, breaking up the team. At the same time, they announced an 8-team tournament to crown a new Trios champion. The top half of the bracket took place on December 22, 2009, and the bottom half of the bracket took place on December 29. In the top bracket, the team of Mascara Dorada, Stuka Jr., and Metro qualified for the finals. The bottom bracket took place on December 29, 2009, and saw Poder Mexica Azteca, Rojo Jr., and Misterioso Jr. defeat Fabian El Gitano, Maximo and Rouge, and then Delta, Leono, and Valiant to qualify for the final. On January 6, 2010, Mascara Dorada, Stuka Jr., and Metro defeated Poder Mexica. In March 2013, Misterioso Jr. was announced as participating in the 2013 En Busca de un Idolo, in search of an idol tournament that would take place from May to July 2013 as one of 8 competitors. La Comando Caribeño. In 2013, Misterioso Jr. began to team regularly with the newest version of Commandant Piroth and the recently turned Sagrado to form a group called La Comando Caribeño, the Caribbean Commando, adopting a storyline allegiance to Puerto Rico. In early 2015, La Comando began a storyline rivalry with the team of Delta and Guerrero Maya Jr. over the CMLL Arena Coliseo Tag Team Championship. On February 28, 2015, Misterioso Jr. and Sagrado defeated Delta and Guerrero Maya Jr. to win the championship. On December 19, 2015, La Comando lost the CMLL Arena Coliseo Tag Team Championship to the team of Guerrero Maya Jr. and the Panther. During the summer of 2016, Commandant Piroth joined up with his son Rush and became a member of Los Ingobernables, leaving Sagrado and Misterioso Jr. on their own. Japan and United States 2012 current. On January 21, 2012, Misterioso Jr. traveled to Japan to wrestle for the first time, participating in the CMLL/New Japan Pro Wrestling in JPW Fantastica Mania Tour. On the first night of the tour, Misterioso Jr. Jado lost to Prince Divot, Yusuke Tagachi, and Tiger Mask. On the second night, Misterioso Jr. and Taechai lost to Jushin Thunder Liger and Maximo. He returned with the CMLL contingent the following year for Fantastica Mania 2013, this time a 3-show tour. On the first night, Misterioso Jr. teamed up with NJPW's Shinsuke Nakamura. On November 3, 2016, Misterioso Jr. made his debut for the US-based Ring of Honor ROH promotion at their Survival of the Fittest double show in Texas. On night 1, he lost a survival of the fittest first-round tournament to Lio Rush in a match that also included Hangman Page and Show. On the following night, he teamed up with the Tempura Boys Show and Yohei, losing to the team of the Cabinet, Rhett Titus, Kenny King, and Caprice Coleman. Personal life. Misterioso Jr. has 2 sons who made their professional wrestling debut in early 2020. Both adopted the ring character and mask of their father, competing as Misterioso Negro and Misterio Blanco. Championships and accomplishments. Consejo Mundial de Lucha Libre, CMLL Arena Coliseo Tag Team Championship, 1 time with Sagrado. Gran Alternativa, 2006 with Perro Aguayo Jr. CMLL Guadalajara. Occident Light Heavyweight Championship, 1 time. Union Independent Pro Wrestling UAPA Heavyweight Championship, 1 time. Current. Luchas de Apuestas record. References